Let's talk about All American, a CW original series that has ran for 2 seasons, and season 3 will be coming out in the fall of 2020. Hopefully, depending on this whole coronavirus. So the show follows Spencer James, an amazing football player, during his junior year of high school in his hometown of Crenshaw. Crenshaw is the poor town with like gang activities. That's just where he grew up. That's just the lifestyle that he lives. During one of his games, a coach from the Beverly Hills Eagles High School goes and sees him, and he realizes how good of a player he is. So he offers Spencer an opportunity to come play football at this high school. And the Beverly Hills High School is where all the rich kids go. So it's a completely different environment than where he's comfortable at. So he has a big decision to make. Does he leave all of his friends from Crenshaw behind, and does he want to? Because he has to go live with the head coach during the week, so he will be with his family only on the weekends. So that's a big thing to ask of a 17-year-old. That's a big decision. So the show kind of follows Spencer on his journey of trying to become a better football player and trying to get closer and closer to going pro, because football is his passion. And going to Beverly Hills is going to be a big adjustment for him, trying to fit in with these rich people during school and find his place on the team and become friends with his teammates, but also trying to keep his relationship with all of his friends and his family back in Crenshaw. And because of all the gang activity, he's always worried about their safety. All American tackles a lot of issues within both the gang filled poor environment and the rich people environment. No matter where you are, there's always going to be problems. No one's better than the other. Everybody's going to have their own issues. Obviously, with the poor people, it's like trying to find work and trying to support their family, and dealing with the gangs and trying to keep their loved ones safe and not being involved. And then the rich people have the same problems. There's a lot of drama issues that happen in the show. A lot of like family, like parents and kids not having a good relationship because like the parents are involved with their work a little too much. A lot of like alcohol and drugs are a big problem with the rich people, and like trying to deal with all of those issues. So I definitely praise the show for that, because I think it shines a light on a lot of issues, and showing how people from these different backgrounds can kind of find a place to connect through Spencer having his friends and family connecting to the rich people from Beverly, which is a really good part of the show. It is based off of the true story, the real Spencer James, and it's pretty cool because he is actually an executive producer on the show, so it's kind of coming straight from him, which is cool. But they definitely make it into more of a drama series. So with a drama series, you're going to have a lot of drama, a lot of characters lying, and people finding out, and then things exploding, and then people trying to fix the problems, and then people continue to lie and more problems arise. That's kind of what this series is. It kind of gets a little annoying watching the characters make these mistakes. But if you're looking for drama, this is filled with drama. It definitely takes a little bit away from the football. Football is a big part of it, but it's definitely focused on the drama between characters. I definitely have a little bit of a difficulty kind of relating to characters because I'm not really from either of these backgrounds. I'm not poor and I'm not rich, so I can't really relate distinctly to most of the character traits that these characters follow, but a lot of people can relate to them, which is awesome. I can pretty much just relate to the being part of a team because I ran track in high school, so I kind of can relate to that dynamic of dealing or being friends with your teammates and uh, creating that bond with one another, which is awesome. That's why I enjoy watching sport movies and sport TV shows. because of that relationship. And it's in high school, so it's kind of a coming of age story also. I think that this show could have really worked as a movie because a lot of parts of it definitely does feel like it's been dragged out a little too much. Um, just having characters lie back and forth and doing that is it gets old. So I think that if the show was just like a movie, I think it would have been a great one shot. I'm definitely excited to see where this show is going to go because the real James has a pretty uh, amazing life. So I'm excited to see where his story goes. I think it's a pretty solid show. It's not like amazing, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed season 2 more than season 1, and I will do a review on season 2 later on. But I wanted to talk about season 1 because it's one of the top 10 shows on Netflix currently being watched, and I understand why. It's a solid show. My brother Dylan had gotten into it, and then he got the whole family into it, and we all watch it together. And yeah, it was a good binge watch show. There were only 2 seasons, so it was a quick watch. Yeah, it was a solid show. It's streaming on Netflix. Go check it out. All American.